Good morning, beloved souls. Tracy on this fresh Monday morning. It's misty outside. It looks like that we're right up at the top of the world and we're just in this misty, beautiful miasma of magic. I love that for us. Hope you're having a divine morning. Tracy here for today's daily spell, and we're going to be hanging out with the shaman medicine cards. These old card deck that I've always loved. Great juju, great magic, and that's what we're going to be inspired by this week. So today's card is the shaman, and it's about the contemplation. It's about thinking. It's about intellect. It's about changing your mind. It's about inner deep knowing. I think, at least for a Gen Xer, so I'm 50, so I think what I would share about that is that we have been taught to look outside ourselves for information. We have been taught to rely on others for information. We've been taught go to university to get a degree, rely on those people with the degrees to give you information. But what I would challenge to that aspect is that everything that you need to know is inside yourself. Everything you need to know at your core, at a spiritual evolution, is inside yourself. No, I'm not saying if you need a doctor, don't go to one because you know what to do. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying about that inner knowledge, that inner deep, inner truth. Good morning, Trace. Good morning, Mama Sue. Good morning, Al. Hey, Kaz. Hey, Danny in the house. Good morning, Julie. Hi there, Anika. Hope you're having a divine morning. But this idea of the shaman, this idea of going to somebody to get fixed, I think it's an outdated system. It's an outdated belief, especially in the 80s. There was always this sort of, frequency of, I am the world's best psychic. And then the 90s, we went into going into the indigenous cultures and going to see a shaman. We always went outside of ourselves. Yoga got huge and you wanted to be and sit at the feet of the next guru. Always, all of those examples teach us about looking outside of ourselves for spiritual growth, for looking, where to go on that next turn of the page, or when you're sitting at a crossroads, looking outside of oneself. Now, I'm not saying it can't be helpful. What I am saying, and what the card is asking us to consider, is that you are your own seer, your own magician, your own shaman, that the deep knowledge that you came through from the collective consciousness into the human form with is what you can access at any given time. Some people call it the Akashic records, where you can access that energy flow across all of your lifetimes to expand and build your soul in this lifetime, which in my humble opinion is the point. Hi there, Carrie. How are you, gorgeous? I love Vancouver. Vancouver is one of my favorite places. I love, love, love BC. Hope you're having the best time ever. But considering all of the knowledge that is already inside of you. So today is that day. And if you're in the West right now, it's cold and rainy. So it's a perfect day for contemplation. Consider what you know right now. Is it your truth? And, I say this often because we've been superseded with a whole bunch of ideas from our childhood, from, the way we were raised, the cultures we live in, the cities we live in, and all of those things. And I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm asking you, is this your truth? Is there something sort of nagging at the edges of your intellect, suggesting that there's another way to think, because it's suggesting that there is another way to be? Hi there, Danny. Good morning, Jenny. Hey, Janine. There are these suggestions, and it's this intuition, it's this feeling. But instead of going to India to find the guru, or going to Peru to sit and, be with a shaman, or sit in a medicine circle, or whatever that is, they're the gateways, right? They're the gateways to discovering it for yourself. Those people, those roles, those positions, the great Merlins of, the United Kingdom stories, the Arthurian legend. The great Merlins were the gateways. These people are the gateways for you to discover your own energy, your own frequency. Mary Magdalene, yet another one, her and the Essenes, the way that her and Yeshua, were the gateways for you to dive into your own magic, your own understanding. And then the book Religions gave it a twist. My point being is today is about that contemplation. Really think about, what are you doing in your life? Where are you going? Is there an intuitive truth to that, or are you just kind of plodding along? I think that there's so much distraction in modern society that just keeps us plodding along. If you have access, this is a little ad break, if you have access to Prime, if you watch that streaming platform, watch a movie called The Circle. Yeah, I'll say a little less about that. And if I would love, message me on the page. If you watch it, message me on the page. I want to know what you think about that, because that's what I'm talking about, that idea of contemplation. Just because it's been fed to you from outside sources doesn't mean it's the best thing. Just because it's sold to you and it's shiny and it feels bright and it's for your convenience doesn't always mean it's the best thing. So listen to that inner shaman, that deep truth that's inside of you. Good morning, Jodes. How are you this morning? Yeah, Danny says we are our own gurus. Say it, sister. We just are. And then we inspire the guru in each of us. It's beautiful. Let's get into today's spell. The world of the inner shaman, a place to contemplate and explore, to consider life's destination, the meaning, the intention, the score, to be in the slipstream of profound wonder, curiosity, and spiritual awakening, to be growing in intellect, depth, and soul. Well, that's a mission worth undertaking. You are the shaman, the wise one, the guru, the magician, and the seer. For the truth of the quest is inside your heart. Simply be silent so that you can hear. Deep contemplation is now required for you to discover the road of your next quest. Trust your intuition, your own deep knowing, for with that magic, you have been blessed. You have been blessed with all of this magic. You have been blessed in your humanness with the capacity to do all of these things. It's just that there's so much white noise in modern society. There is so much out there, guru magic, if you like it, on the bit of the dark side, if we want to even call it that, that's distracting you from knowing and understanding you. You know, being told that you need to have someone, you know, to do a healing on you. Now, they can be helpful, don't get me wrong, because they can be very helpful, but it's about taking responsibility for yourself, accessing the services and the inspiration that you need, just like even this daily spell. You know, this is about you being inspired to do something for you. You know, this is an interactive space. You know, I'm not taking anything from you except your time, and you're giving that willingly and freely. So we're in community, we're in reciprocity. But the point of even the daily spell is to create these rituals and daily practice so you can be inspired by yourself. You know, even all the stuff that sort of comes through me, it's not Tracy McFie's ego. I open myself up, which is my magic. I open myself up to the wisdom of the cosmos, and that's what flows through in the daily spell. That's why I write it so quick. That's why we had this conversation during these 7 minutes, is that my only hope, deep desire, is not to be a guru or a magician or a seer, is to inspire you to find those things in and for yourself. And that's how it's done. Good morning, Helen. Hi there, Melissa. That's how it's done. Hey, Deb. It's about really being in that beautiful connection with yourself and being inspired. So today, if this spell has crossed you in the ether, consider and contemplate that you are your own richest, deepest, and most wonderful shaman. Have the best day, everyone, and I'll catch you back tomorrow morning, 7:15, for the Daily Spell. Bye-bye. Stay connected with the Daily Spell. Subscribe now and join us every weekday morning for your daily dose of magic and inspiration.